So we're either saying, no, I don't have any light. What are you talking about? That's not me. I don't have anything to give or share. Or we're on the other side acting like we're everything, right? You know people who do both of those things, and we actually probably also do both of those things. There are moments where we feel like we're in charge and we're in control and everybody needs to listen to me out of fear. And then other moments where we're like, I've got nothing to give, I'm not worth anything, out of fear, shame, whatever came up. So here's the deal. I wanted to make an antidote to that. Like, not just I wanted to make it. It exists. The antidote exists. I wanted to feel that antidote by putting this kirtan together, and mantra does that for me. These messages, these syllables, these sounds, does that for me. It brings me to a place, and I was just thinking about this when I took my little bathroom break, it blesses me to practice and do it to prepare for this. Because when I'm struggling with my stress or my moods or my family or whatever's going on in my life, go practice the harmonium. And it's going to shift, it's going to change my weather, my internal weather. So whatever it is for you, if it's playing the harmonium, if it's making art, we've got some artists, a lot of artists in the room, if it's writing, if it's singing, or whatever it is, do the thing that changes your internal weather, the thing that brings you back to finding your bliss. And especially do that thing when you're stressed out. Give yourself time to slow down and stop and absorb. So one of my favorite quotes, I brought all my quotes from Thich Nhat Hanh when I was on retreat there. My favorite ones that I bought on frame. The one that says, nourish yourself. Maybe somebody can see it better than me and can read it. Nourish yourself.
By allowing the beautiful and healing elements
around you.
To penetrate you.
Nourish yourself by allowing the healing and nourishing elements around you to penetrate you. So that's it. So sometimes we have to just take the first step towards a healing and nourishing element. And maybe that's getting out whatever we write on, or getting out whatever we do music on, or whatever we do art with. And maybe we don't feel like doing that, or just going outside, raking the leaves. Oh my goodness, the leaves are so beautiful. Are you being blown right now, your mind being blown by the beauty of the colors that are coming out in the leaves? So this is the talk about it. This is when we see that beauty in the leaves, and one of the trees, right when I'm turning out of my street, has the perfect like salmon color, red color, orange color, like, oh my gosh, it's at its peak. That's beauty. That's the moment we fall in love. We fall in love with that tree because it's beautiful. Do you know, each and every one of you, that when you walk into a room and someone sees you, they fall in love? Mm-hmm. Just like when we see that tree. Just like when we see that tree. Just like when we hear this beautiful man play his instruments. Like, and all of you all have this thing, because you might go, oh my gosh, look what he can do. I can't do that. And then we're diminishing ourselves. You don't have to do that. That's not your karma. That's not your dharma. That's Joe's. That's his gift. That's what he was sent into the world with. Each one of us, each one of you were sent into the world with what you were given, with what is yours to live and express in the world. So keep falling in love with what you see, including yourself. Including yourself. Keep finding the bliss in your life, the things that ignite that joy in you. So being here together, you can tell, I am feeling the joy, man. I am so happy to be here with you all. You think I'm like this? You think I'm like this all the time in my life? Like every day, every minute? I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm really sorry. I wish I was. I'm not. This is collective. This is collective moment, okay? So don't expect yourself to be like this. We put people on pedestals and think, oh, they've got it all figured out and they're doing everything right. It's like, no, we're just doing one step at a time. Finding the yes. Where should I sit today? What should I wear today? What stone do I want to wear around my neck, on my ears? What color do I want to feel? Right? All of this that makes us come alive so we can fall in love, find our bliss. And with that sustenance and holding, we remember that we're held by light, we remember that we are light, and we let our light shine. We let our light shine with the gifts that we are given. So don't shy away from your gifts. Don't diminish yourself. Don't self-efface. Don't shy away from your gifts. And we don't need to self-aggrandize and act all terrific like we're the one and only person either. We need to be in the center of that, which is being empowered with the wisdom and the dharma that we know who we are, what we do, and that we are connected. So we shine our light and we share our love because we're interconnected with each other. We need each other. We need everything that you have to offer. We need everything that each other has to offer. No one is wasted. Everyone is worthy and needed here now. Do you know that? A little part of you, even if you don't know it all the way, a little part of you, can you know that? Do you know that? Please know that. And this journey is to bolster that and to get us in touch with that. So, who are you falling in love with? Who are you falling in love with? Who are you affirming, seeing and basking in their light? I talked about the leaves. And who are you aggrandizing or effacing in front of? And my teacher asked, and her teacher asked her this question: what are you putting in front of love? What's getting in the way of love? So, we're going to call out. We're going to call out to start here with the first mantra. Who are you calling out to for support, for presence and gratitude? Think about that for a moment. You can put your hands over your heart center and Hridaya Mudra. Who are you calling out to for presence, support, and gratitude? And who's calling out to you? Who's calling out to you and showing you their presence, their support, and their gratitude? Whether it's in human form, spirit form, nature, and spirit form through nature. Calling out to hungry hearts everywhere through endless time. gather round and share this meal. Your joy and your sorrow, I make it mine. Maybe God's calling out to you with this message. Maybe your angels, your ancestors, maybe your friends and your loved ones. Maybe you're calling it out to others as we are with each other. All the beauty and the pain, your joy and your sorrow, I make it mine. All the beauty and the pain, we hold each other and lift each other up in our own unique ways with our own gifts and presence. A poem from Dana Faltz. So you can hold your heart or you can put your hands in prayer. Anjali Muja, to pray if you want this. Hold your heart or pray or open to it. Even open this way. Maybe you're not ready for that yet today. Lord, lead me to the song of my heart and help me sing it unashamed. Help me to stand before you in bare consciousness, unflinching in your light. Lead me to the expression of my soul and all its fullness. Let me embrace my humanity, yet be anchored in divinity. Help me unfetter the joy that I am. Lead me to the stillness of my soul, where love and union dwell as one. May I uplift others in the recognition of their magnificence. May I see the vastness of my own soul and embrace it, unafraid and whole. So next we're going to chant the Gayatri mantra. The translation I learned and was given is that this mantra is for purification and spiritual guidance. So can we purify the shadows in our life, the shadows in our psyche, the mental formations that keep making this negative narrative about ourselves or about the other person or about life? Not that these things aren't true, but why do we stay stuck on that narrative? Let's keep transforming and coming back to the light and coming back to, and I love this idea of energy of transformation with like the energy of Durga and Kali and Shiva. And transforming the things that are difficult or not helpful anymore into reusable energy. So keep coming back to the light. So another quote over here. Don't ignore your suffering, but don't forget to enjoy the wonders of life. Don't ignore your suffering, but don't forget to enjoy the wonders of life. That's honoring your shadow and your light. It's finding bliss and happiness to sustain you through the challenges that everyone has. And I'm not minimizing anyone's individual challenges because they're big. They're big. So hold yourself in love and let yourself be held in love and sustained by what's around you. And pray to this light. Open to this light. Ask for this light. So, is that the wind?
No, I think it's a
Truck, okay. So, on the absolute reality and its planes, on that finest spiritual light, we meditate. As a remover of obstacles, a transformer of obstacles, an integrator, a mashing of obstacles so that we can release what we no longer need but keep what was necessary from that hard experience and take it forward to serve and to give through that. Because you all are doing that. We're all doing that. So don't stay stuck in the mud. Let your lotus bloom from the mud and be in that lotus and be with that lotus. As remover of obstacles that it may inspire and enlighten us. This ancient invocation of the light within us and within everything, everyone. No one's excluded. So people you think don't have it, including me, in the moment you saw me in my worst moment, you'd be like, I was lost. I'm not making an excuse. I need to come back and be found and make reparations for what I did. But it's my job to keep coming back to be found. It's each of our jobs to keep coming back to be found and to keep coming back into this power. So, yes. So ancient invocation of light within us, within everything. It is a deep prayer for spiritual liberation, both for ourselves and all living beings. So we're making this prayer for ourselves and all living beings. Chant along whenever you're ready. This is a version by Tina Malia and Shimshai. Om Boruva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya Om Boruva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya Om Boruva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Boruva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Boruva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Boruva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Feel that vibration, feel that presence. You're creating it with your voice if you're choosing to sing. You're receiving it from the vibration around you. That life force energy. Another poem, channeling reading from Dana Faltz. Take this in. Either hold your heart or hold your mind, hold yourself. Take this in. We're open to receive it. This is what I have to say to you. You know all that you need to know. You already are all that you need to be. It remains only for you to recognize and acknowledge who you are, what you know, and the powerful presence that is awake within you. You think of yourself as fragile, but you are in fact strong. You sometimes feel alone, but you are in truth connected through spirit to all beings. The power of God works through you, making all things possible. Believe in this connection. Believe in yourself. That's all you need to do, for all is well. So our next mantra is Om Hrim Hamsa Soham Swaha. There's a light. So this is Steve Golden, I think, is the version that I'm playing this. He chants the mantra and adds this English verse, there is a light, it never goes out, there is a light. So coming back to that light, recognizing that light around you, within you, calling out to God, the ancestors on your altar. I actually brought some pictures of my loved ones. Did I bring? I forget which ones I put out. Yeah, I did. I brought my mom, who I've talked about her so often with you guys, and my grandmother on my dad's side, and my grandparents on my dad's side, and my grandparents on my mom's side. Connecting to the presence of our ancestors, our family, the good and the bad, and the work we do in this lifetime helps to transform that. But to know that we're not alone, and that their power, their life force, everything they did is in us and comes through us. And we are, Thich Nhat Hanh says, when we take good care of the present moment, we're transforming the past. So we're transforming our past, we're also transforming the past of our family and our ancestors. And we take good care of the present moment, we're preparing for the next moment in a beautiful way. So I play this mantra sometimes when my father-in-law passed more recently, and a few years ago, maybe it's even been 5 years already, I can't remember, and just when you want to connect to someone, right, or even when Thich Nhat Hanh passed away more recently, there's a light that never goes out. He talks about this. We are his continuation. You are the continuation of your ancestors. You are the continuation of your spiritual teachers, your land ancestors, whoever you resonate with. And Thich Nhat Hanh would say that the lamp transmission, when he would it's not the right word, when he would transmit the dharma teacher to the person, and even just the dharma, but then he would go on to say your life. He would say, you, all of us, we are a candle with a flame. And when we go around to each other with our gifts and our love and our light, we're lighting the candle of the next person. But you know what? It's not even just that. We don't always have to be on. We don't always have to be the one who's helping or holding a space for somebody. Because sometimes when we allow ourselves to show up in our vulnerability, and we acknowledge the things that we're struggling with, we're finding our way through, or we're discovering, what we became because of these things, and how we've grown because of these things. But when we give an opportunity for someone to hold a space for us, right? A gift can only be given if it's allowed to be received. So someone who's giving you a gift, when you're vulnerable, when you make yourself vulnerable, they need you to receive the love that they're giving. And how often do we push it away? I'm so guilty of it, right? Because of my own internal stories, or the thing that person did to me before, or how I'm not worthy of it, or whatever it is. Go back and forth between I'm not worthy of it, what's wrong with you? You're not giving me what I need. Whatever, these things that we do, in the way that you do it. Maybe it's not the same as me. But just keep coming back. Give and receive. That's why I put the quote on here. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. 500 bonus points if you know who sang that. Nobody? The greatest thing. I can never say this right. I can never get the right tune when I try to sing that, so I try not to sing it.
Nature Boy.
Nature Boy by Nat King Cole. That's right. Okay, so anyway, I could talk forever. You guys know I could talk forever, but we're going to say mantra, so let's get to it. Okay. Om Hrim Hamsa Soham Swaha. Chant when you're ready. And you know what else we're going to do? Because there's a light that never goes out. And when I was practicing this the other day, I was just like, you know what? We're going to sing Om Namo Lakshmi on the end of this because the light is always there. And Lakshmi is about abundance, about beauty, about presence, about sustaining energy, right? In the feminine divine. So we're going to do that. This is a translation from the Radiant Sutras by Lauren Roche. Waves rise from water. Flames arise from fire. Rays emanate from the sun. So do you and I shine forth from the mysterious one. That light, the light of the heart, Om Prim Hamsa, Soham Swaha. I am that I am. I am the light of the heart. That light is in me, it's always with me, it lives through me. It is abundant. Waves rise from water. Flames arise from fire. Rays emanate from the sun. So do you and I shine forth from the mysterious one. So next we're going to call out to the Divine Mother Durga. If you have the